Good afternoon. It is time to turn Friday into Erev Shabbos. Not only Erev Shabbos, this Friday is Erev Shabbos, Erev Yontif tomorrow night. Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos, generously sponsored by Mendy and Tzipora Fishman, Chutzchai, Rivka Bas Tzipora Fredel, in memory of Rabbi Lord Jonathan Zak, Rav Yaakov Tzibin David Aryeh. This afternoon's Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos is also co-sponsored by Rena and Steve Rantz in memory of her beloved mother, Anna Shapiro Plitch, Chana Bas Yitzchak. Penina, thank you so much for your generous sponsorship. Neshama Shav and Aliyah. Let's go. It's time to turn Friday into Erev Shabbos. Kabbalah Satorah. We're going to the mountain. We are getting ready. Here comes the siren. Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos. If you've not signed up for our one-on-one campaign yet, please do so. $1 a day of tzedakah, 1 minute a day of Torah learning, all in the schus and the merit of Esti Moskowitz, Esther Tzipora, about Esther Chai Basario Tzipora. Should have a refuah shlema, complete, speedy, and painless among all Cholei Yisrael. Please, if you've not signed up, do brasonline.org. Number 1 and 1/1 and 1. The Moskowitz get alerted every time someone signs up. It means the world to them and to Esti. Let's get into Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos. First of all, a beautiful connection in our parsha, the Imrei Chaim. The vision of the Rebbe says the following. Pasuk says, "V'chayu v'lo yamusu," you'll live and not die. V'gishtamas kodesh hakadashim, when you approach the Kodesh HaKadoshim. Simple understanding of this was the care that needed to be placed in preserving our attitude of sanctity, of holiness, of awe, of reverence for the Holy Mishkan, for the Holy of Holies, the Kohen and Leviim. Even though they had access, even though they were insiders, they still had to act with a sense of awe. However, the vision of the Rebbe, the Holy Imrei Chaim, understands a little bit differently. He says Kodesh HaKadoshim is a remez. Kodesh HaKadoshim was the holy of our lives. Shabbos v'Yontif. Shabbos and Yontif are the holy and holies of our lives, of what we look forward to, what we count down to. It is the holy of holies. Tzrichem lageshes l'Shabbos v'Yontif b'chias v'lo b'bechinas meis. When you come into Shabbos and Yontif, you can't collapse out of exhaustion. When you come into Shabbos and Yontif, you cannot let down your guard. It's not time to let go. It's not time to pass out. It's not time to rush a meal. It's not time to be disconnected. We don't come in kemes. You don't come in dead, exhausted, collapsing. You come into Shabbos and Yontif bechias, alive, enthusiastic, zealous, and with zeal. You save your best for Shabbos and Yontif. You don't save your best for work, and then you come into your family in Shabbos and Yontif like a corpse in collapse, but you save your best with chias. V'chayu v'lo yamusu. You have to be alive, and you cannot be dead. B'gishtam l'kodesh kadoshim. When you come into the Holy of Holies of our lives, are Shabbos and Yontif. That is when it's not competing for our time and attention. It's not competing for our focus. Shabbos, we are disconnected so we can connect to what matters, to Hashem, to our family, and to ourselves. And we have to do it with a sense of chiyas. We have to do it with a sense of being alive. Number 2, the Heilige Slonim Rebbe, the great Nesiva Shalom. Slonim Rebbe says the following, that the 3 things, our parsha, Bamidbar, again, if you're not listening about Midbar, it's still relevant for turning Friday into Erev Shabbos, for getting ready, psyched, and pumped for Shabbos. The opening medrash on Bamidbar, the 4th book of the Torah, is that the Torah is acquired through three things: water, fire, and the desert. And the Slonim Rebbe, the Nesiva Shalom in the 6th parsha, says these 3 things, this formula, fire, water, and desert, yeshnam gam b'Shabbos kodesh. These are the 3 ingredients. This is the magic winning formula for how to experience Shabbos. Shabbos kodesh gam ken inyan dvekas b'Hashem Yisborach. The goal of Shabbos is to attach ourselves, to feel the presence, to immerse ourselves with Hashem. As it says, Bein Yuvein Bnei Yisrael Osi Le'olam. Shabbos is the yichud room that we have with Hashem. We celebrate, we party, we live all week long with the whole world. We are connected, we're watching, we're listening, we're being watched, and we're being listened to. But Shabbos is Bein Yuvein Bnei Yisrael Osi Le'olam. It's a private affair. It's a private conversation. It's an intimate rendezvous. It's just between him and us. Bechinas Nesuin, it's marriage. It's marriage. This is the marriage bedroom. This is the yichud room. Umatzin b'Shabbos zachor v'shamar b'dibur echad shem dechilu v'rechimu zachor mitzvos asay shenyana avas Hashem v'shamar mitzvos lo asay shenyana yiras Hashem. Shabbos zachor v'shamor. On Shabbos there are 2 components: zachor, positive, kiddush and avdallah and zmiros and divrei Torah. The zachor, the positive components, the positive aspects. V'shamor, the boundaries. Be careful. Don't violate. We observe by abstaining from doing creative labor. So Zachar and Shamar was said b'dibur echad. Normally, a human being can't say 2 things at once. We can't say 2 things that contradict or complement simultaneously. can only say one word at a time. But Hashem, Shamar v'Zachor b'dibur echad. That's how we begin Lechadodi. Hashem said them both simultaneously, meaning that they are equally important in understanding what Shabbos is about. Zachor, the positive commandments, they represent our love of Hashem. Shamar are the negative, what we must avoid. They are the boundaries that represent feeling a sense of awe, a healthy awe of Hashem. V'chein yesh b'Shabbos b'chinas b'midbar. Shabbos also has a sense of Bamidbar. What does it mean, Bamidbar? The Midbar is a barren desert, a wasteland. What does it mean that Shabbos is a component of a Midbar? What Midbar? We have wine, and we have delicacies, and we have delicious challah, and we have games, and we have zmiros. What kind of Midbar? What kind of desert? It doesn't mean that Shabbos you need to be hungry and thirsty like you're stuck in a desert. It means Mesim Atzmo Kamidbar. We have to see ourselves and place ourselves and turn ourselves into a Midbar. Shemavatalas Atzmo as Kol Yeshuso. When you come into Shabbos with an ego, when you come into Shabbos with a sense of I, when you come into Shabbos when it's all about you, you're going to have friction. You're going to have conflict. The Shabbos meal will be filled with Shabbos fights and conflict and battle and tension. You have to Mesim Atzmo B'midbar. Come into Shabbos, you wipe the slate clean. Like a desert is barren. Like a desert is a place that is not yet planted. A desert is blank slate. We have to wipe ourselves, get rid of that ego, get rid of that arrogance, get rid of that sense of I, get rid of that power play, get rid of that insistence that our way or the highway or that we have all the answers. The Baal Shem Tov understood a Maimer Chazal this way. The Gemara in Ksubas says on Daf Kuf Gimel, Meis be'erev Shabbos, simin yafelo. If a person expires, they leave this world on Erev Shabbos, it's a positive sign. The Baal Shem Tov wondered, Ma'in afkamina bezeh. What, when you schedule your own death, can you ask the doctors to please let you go on an Erev Shabbos? Does the person have free will? Do we have choice when we die? Ella perish meis be'erev Shabbos, shekasher Yehudi omid be'erev Shabbos v'toa eich yuchal likanis l'Shabbos kodesh. All of l'kayim meis be'erev Shabbos. Meis be'erev Shabbos doesn't mean we physically die, we physically expire. Meis be'erev Shabbos means that we kill the ego on Erev Shabbos. Meis, that ego, that I, that arrogance, that envy, we kill it and we become a midbar, a blank slate. Start again, fresh and clean. We're able to come into Shabbos, a blank, clean slate. In our relationships, we start again. In our dreams and aspirations for Shabbos, we start again. In our attitude, we don't impose our sense of I, we start again. All of the kind meis be'erev Shabbos. What a simon, what a great way to go into Shabbos, to pause, to take that deep breath, to put on that Shabbos ponim, and to kill the I, the ego. To say, I'm going to come humbly. I don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to monopolize the conversation. I don't have to sing the loudest. It doesn't have to be about me. If you want to connect and attach yourself to Hashem and to others, it begins with humility and modesty and seeing ourselves as a midbar. As the Baal Shem Tov said, Ha'anochias omedes kimechitza ben Hashem uvenechem. The biggest obstacle between us and God is that tug of war between us and God. Who's in charge? Who's in control? Is it him or is it us? Who is it? Who is it? Also Hashem. Fire. You have to be on fire. And fire always stretches up. The flame always flickers up. You got to be on fire. Water, humble, modest. Water always flows down. So we can tap into the beauty of Shabbos. We can be transformed and elevated by Shabbos. We can come into the yontif of Matan Torah. Be on fire. Light yourself on fire. Take responsibility and ownership of being on fire. We could be on fire, flame flicker up, always striving, yearning, no matter which way you point the candle, always going up. We could be water. Water always flows to the lowest place, humble and modest, and a desert. Kill the Anochi. Mace be'erev Shabbos. Be a mace. Kill that ego, that sense of arrogance, that I, siman yafalo. It'll serve you well. It'll be a great siman for the type of peaceful Shabbos you'll have, beautiful Shabbos you'll have, and serene Shabbos you'll have, and inspiring holy Shabbos you'll have. So again, please join our one-on-one campaign, Esther Tehila Bas Ariel Tzipora, Esther Tehila Bas Ariel Tzipora, brsonline.org/1and1, brsonline.org/1and1. Let the Moscow to see how much you care, and Esther's merit, and all those who need her for Shlema. Should be a beautiful Shabbos and a phenomenally transformative Yontif, to stay happy, to stay healthy, to stay holy. Shava Kabbalas HaTorah, b'simcha, ba'ava, u'bepnimius. Ayay Shabbos. Lekul. Ay, 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 Shabbos. Ay, ay, Shabbos. Ay, ay, Shabbos. A great